The High Entertainer Show is a show where we get to talk to entertainers, musicians, actresses, models, people in the fashion industry, bloggers, everybody in the African entertainment scene. We get to know about some of their strategies, some of their struggles they face as people who have decided to go the path of entertainment in the African scenario. We get to know about some of the goals which they do have and what do they believe, if put in place, will take our African entertainment scene to higher heights. Today we're going to be meeting the Sierra Leonean artist Mos-B, based in France. So he's an African artist in the diaspora, but still African, we're still embracing. And we get to talk about his journey, the song which put his name in the spotlight. Actually, this song is titled Sweet Salon. I think you should go check it out. If you have not yet checked the song out, you should go check it out. It's a beautiful song. I loved it. I put it on replay. It has a powerful message, and so do a lot of his songs. He has made it a mission to sing songs with a message, songs which actually say something, and songs which actually hopefully create some impactful change. But he also has love songs too. So just saying, if you're the person who likes love songs, you'll probably find something for you too. So we get to talk to him about his challenges. He has been in the industry for a really, really long time. Then he also reacts to some of the trending topics in the Sierra Leonean entertainment scene. You know, over here on Chakara TV, we are in touch with the things happening in the Sierra Leonean entertainment world. So we asked him about that, and he had his reaction. He shared his opinion. So let's begin with your name, Mos-B.
Okay.
Mos-B.
Yeah.
What does this stand for?
Mos-B. Well, my name, my real names are Joseph Amos Bangura. So the Mos-B came from Amos. So I removed the A and I got a Mos and the B for Bangura. But again, if you listen to the word, it sounds like it must be.
Right. Like I didn't think about it that way, but now you're saying, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense because I was listening to a lot of your songs. It's a lot of motivational content, a lot of motivational lyrics. So
Yes.
why did you decide to have lyrics so rich in motivation?
Yeah, well, you know, for me, that was something I needed, and also because coming from the country, I was born originally, you know, where I wanted to motivate people, inspire people to do good, you know, to think about positive things and you know, look to the future, you know, things like that. That's why I chose that. But I have other songs that talks about love, faith, but I think the motivational songs stand out more.
Okay, yeah. So how long have you been doing music?
You mean since I was born or now?
Okay, so how long have you been doing music professionally?
Professionally, okay. Well, 15 years professionally, but you know, I started back home in Sierra Leone, and I was learning to play the guitar, and then I was able to make music on the guitar, and then I started writing songs. Yeah. So it was a song that I wrote that started my career.
Okay, and which song is that? Sweet Salon?
Yes, that's the one. That's the one. And that's a song that has been requested over and over any festival I go here in Europe. So, you know, and a huge amount of audiences in different places. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to tell you, I actually listened to that song on repeat. So I was listening to the song and I was like, I love this song, and I played it over and over again, and it's really awesome. So so I have other questions about your journey, but since we are talking about Sweet Salon, what was the inspiration behind the song?
Yes, behind the song, it's really very bad inspiration, but I used the bad to turn it to good. It was about the war in the country, and then I was trying not to focus on that subject that much. My focus was trying to, like, let's rebuild, let's rebrand again, you know, let's move forward. Let's forget about what has happened. We can never go back and change things. So we just have to rebrand again. So that was the motivation why I wrote that song. And then people just loved it. Everywhere I go, starting from the country there till it was discovered by a lot of festivals that wanted me to come to Europe. Yeah, even the Europeans, they don't understand that. Well, I can say they understand because Creole, you call it pidgin maybe. Some people can hear some words and they can understand what we're talking about, But they love the song more than the people I wrote it for.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, it's a really beautiful song and it has a really powerful message. So you said that was your first song which got a lot of public attention. But was that because the video I saw on YouTube, it was in front of a live audience. Was that your first time in front of that kind of huge population? Was that your first time?
No, it wasn't my first time because even before traveling, I already performed in the country. I was invited in different cities in the country to tour, and I toured with this song, and it was one of the favorites of the television, the main television that lives in the country called SLBC, and then I performed it for several dignitaries, that United Nations special envoy for the president back then, Ahmed Tijan Kaba, So I've performed that song several times in the country. And then before I performed on that video that you saw, I already performed on a show called the Ridings Festivals. I don't have videos for them, but I have photos. They are on my website, and I toured like the whole of Holland, performing with a famous Dutch star called Treintje Oosterhuis, and there's even one video of me and her performing at the same auditorium as well. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Okay, that's amazing. It means you have really you like before you that video was aired, you have gotten a lot of experience. But I want to take you back. I want to take you back in time to your first time on stage. Our first time you're in front of a live audience. I want to talk about the nerves. I want to talk about, were you nervous? How did you feel that first time in front of a live audience?
Yeah, though it was something that I was dreaming about, something that I prayed for and I worked hard for. But I can't lie that it was easy for me for the very first time. That's why I will send you that video that you will see before this one. It's also for like 30 to 40,000 audience as well. And I was much younger. I was like 17, you could imagine. So I stood in front of there. I shook my head, seeing the crowd all around me. And luckily right now, that's the same. If you're watching the Eurovision in the Netherlands, that's the same hall they are in right now. So that's the same place. I've been blessed to play there. It's a place people like Michael Jackson, all the big stars, that's where they perform. And I performed there. For the first time, I can't lie that it was easy.
Right.
I was really nervous. And then the lady I did the duet with, she's very famous in Holland, and she held my hand. She squeezed she saw that I was starting to nervous.
Right, she's like, let me hold him before he runs off stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So you were very nervous, but I want to assume over time you've gotten used to it, and it's like, well,
yeah,
nothing anymore.
Nothing anymore, really nothing anymore. And sometimes people ask me, how do you do it? Standing in front of this, even 2019, I taught like 5 theaters here in France. But I live in France.
Okay.
And it's like 5,000 to 10,000 audience, And those who came to discover me for the first time, they thought that was the very first time. They didn't come and meet me. Comment tu fais? How do you do that? I know you speak French, so I don't want you to laugh at my French.
It's okay.
So I said, well, I've got some experience already. So for now, yes, I'm really, really strong and I'm going for it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. So this Sweet Salome. No, I really like the song, so I have a lot of questions about the song. So
no problem.
Right. So this was your first song that you were performing to people. This was people's introduction to you as a musician.
That's right. Yeah.
So probably you were nervous about the fact that will they receive the song? How are they going to receive it? Are they going to love it? Are they going to hate it? Now, at the end of your performance, people loved it. How did that make you feel?
Oh my God. It's something you can't imagine. Really, that, I wrote it. It's my song.
Right.
For how I knew this song was going to make waves, even back then in Sierra Leone, some of the radios, every morning and evening is a song they will start with or end with. And even when the president, I was lucky to perform for him first in a conference called, in a hall called Bank Complex in Freetown, and where he received dignitaries from the United Nations, and I was asked to perform this song. Those days there were no social media. People, we didn't care about making videos. So I performed the song there, and everybody received it in a good spirit. And then the second time now, the president, he's a former president. He's a late president already, Ahmed Tijan Kaba. He invited me, especially in his residence. So that's when I knew this song. You can say I've hit gold or
Right.
So, but again, for foreigners who don't know what I'm talking about, who don't know everything, could vibrate, clap with me, and it's. Okay, I could say in Holland. That was great. But then even here in France, in Germany, in Belgium, anywhere I go, people will record Sweet Salome. They even told me for my third album, I need to remix it.
Right. Yeah, and talking about that, because there's this question I have for you. I wanted to know which Sierra Leonean artists you like to collaborate with. But before I ask that question, I just want to put it out there. It would be good if one of the names popping now in Sierra Leone, if you get them on the song and you could do like a remix and like get Sierra Leonean artists to sing. It would really be an awesome thing,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But which Sierra Leonean artists would you like to collaborate with?
Well, actually, when I went to the country in 2015, I met one of the godfather of Sierra Leone music. His name is Jimmy B. He's the one who opened our eyes. He's the one who started this whole movement. Understand? And then others, we were all inspired, and then we followed him. For me, he would be the first person. He told me, don't rush into collaborations. He said, stand on your own. Stand on your own. Let them come searching for you. But if I would love to collaborate on this song, I would like people like Stasi. I think I would like all the big names. Stasi. Who wouldn't want Denero on a song? I would want him. Why not? Who again? I know K-Man. I don't know if you know him, but guess what? You know who is interested to do remix with me on the song?
Who is that?
Right now? It's a foreigner from the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, hey, Sierra Leone, you're sleeping. You guys are sleeping.
Right.
Yeah. It's a foreigner. And this guy has like 1 million, 100 million, something million views on YouTube. Yeah. He had a song. He said this song is potential. I said, are you interested to remix it?
Yeah, so I don't like how is that going to work? Like he will also be singing about Salome, like
Yeah, well, that's what we're figuring out, because I said, okay, it would be great because you must have bad experiences in your country. You can do it in your own country, in your own language. Sing for your country, I sing for my country, and then maybe at the end we sing in English. we'll sing for the whole world. In the way, we'll find way how we can do it.
Right. Yeah. I think that would be awesome. That would be awesome. At the end of the day, the world is a global village. The issues that affect us back home, they affect people globally.
That's
So
right.
it's and
right.
I think you mentioned this in your song about coronavirus, where you were saying we all need to put hands together and help solve this issue. Yeah. So I want to go back again to your music journey. What are some of the challenges you have faced so far as a musician?
Manage myself, but it's good that I learned how to do that. You know, I learned how to manage myself. Even managers here in Europe that manage big artists, they ask me, "How are you doing this? You were not born here, and you don't have a manager, but you have incredible concerts. Like in June now, it's because of the coronavirus, you know, but they have given me a very big hall that takes like 500 people, but because of the restriction, they will only allow 120, you know, and these are purely Europeans. So managers are asking me. So those are the challenges before I was facing, because I know I would have done more, but maybe the manager would have destroyed me in a way again. So that's one of the challenges. And the other challenges is that being accepted in my own country. Understand? Now that, okay, I am known in my country, I win awards there, you're accepted, but there's a kind of when you are in the diaspora, they take you as a diaspora artist.
Right.
So they don't want to give you space to come back home, you know. So that's a challenge even right now, you know, that I'm facing, because I came here to learn, to better myself and go back home and share my knowledge and then you know, bring the pride home. So, but this is another challenge, but I'm fighting it. That's a challenge.
Right. Yeah, and I was going to ask you, because I know back home here in Cameroon, the diaspora artists also face the same challenge of people having this hesitating to accept them as Cameroonian, because they're like, you don't know our struggles, you're not in the same you're not on the same page like us, because you're out there and we are here. So the diaspora artists have this challenge. I was going to ask you that, but you have already touched on that, like being a diaspora artist, you have this challenge. But do you think would you ever come back home?
Yes, I do. Well, some people have asked me, maybe I can say that here, that at least I've worked for these 2 years. What they say, what they told me, because I don't like to praise myself, that I've been one of the most active and hardworking artists. At least I should come home and do an executive concert. So I'm looking forward to that this December, trying to put things together to make it happen.
Okay. Yeah. So if you're going back home to Sierra Leone, it will just be for the concert. It will not be to stay.
Oh, you mean to stay?
Right.
Well, that's a good question. I plan to stay home, because I believe that with all the connections I have gotten here in Europe, you know, the network, I believe if I stay back in Africa, I'll be able to use them more than I use them here. You know, and they'll be more interested in me than now that I'm here, you know, because because even before the virus, there were 12 people that were supposed to come with me to come on it. That was in April last year, but it was all destroyed, because so I'm planning to come home really. But for now, I have a family here. It's difficult to leave them. But I will surely come. I want to be like, you know, Alpha, how you call it? No, sorry. This Senegalese artist.
Akon?
Yusufundu.
Okay,
you know?
Yeah,
okay. But Akon, is he back home?
Yeah, he's back home. He's back home. Yeah, and he's doing big things back there. Like he's about to construct Akon City and stuff. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. He's doing incredible, you know.
I think it's very important for African artists or Africans in the diaspora to come back home. You know, like the whole thing, the the Ghanaian president started the whole movement of trying to invite the diaspora to come back home. It's very important for Africans out there to be like, okay, I think I have made a name for myself and I've made some money and I can invest back home and make home better. So yeah.
That's right. That's right. No, the best way to grow and the best way is to come back home because and that's why I told you about when you asked me about the artists that I would love. I mentioned a name that maybe you might never have heard about or talked about, Jimmy B, he was also out of Sierra Leone, but he came home. Because he came home, that's why we have Denero. That's why we have LAJ. That's why we have Cayman. All the artists, they were inspired. You can ask them; they will tell you that. That's the truth. That's the gospel truth.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. So I want to talk about your project so far. Which of your songs, because like I listen to a lot of your songs, and a lot of your songs have a very beautiful message. So I remember the song "A Journey of a Thousand Miles." Yeah, A Thousand Miles, which was also a beautiful song. So, but which of your songs are you most proud of when you listen to it and you're like, I did that and I'm very proud of it?
Wow. That's a difficult question, really, but I don't want to go back to the same song, Sweet Salome. But I can be proud of that song, because that song is the song that made me who I am, I can say. Even now that I have songs that because like this virus song you're talking about, Corona, I was like among one of the first in the world to come up with the idea to release a song on the virus, And then it was picked up by the BBC. Aisha Sise, for former CNN, she called me, interviewed me live. Many here in France, a lot of media. So it's hard to choose, but I think Journey of a Thousand Miles is beautiful. I have other songs that people haven't heard yet. It's because I haven't released them as single, but I think I'll go for Sweet Salome.
Okay, that's my favorite too, so I'm not mad at that.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, okay, that's awesome. So now let's talk about your collaborations. So you talk about collaborating with foreign artists. Which collaboration are you most proud of, and which collaboration are you looking forward to? So it's actually a two-part question. Which one are you proud of, and which one are you looking forward to?
Yeah. Well, presently, I can say I haven't done a collaboration that I'm really proud of. When you talk about collaboration, I mean recording-wise, but I've done collaboration with bigger artists, with bigger names, but this is in a live situation, Yeah, and for the live side, I'm proud of that. But in recording side, I haven't. Maybe the younger kids who want you to endorse them in a way to help them, just don't want to be selfish. Okay, let me do it. Understand? But I'm looking forward to do bigger collaborations. I'm really open for that now, and I'm looking for anyone out there in Africa. It doesn't have to be Sierra Leone. It have to be it can be anyone from any country. So, well, why not? Why not do a collaboration with a guy who won the Grammy? I think big. That's me.
Right.
I think big. I go for big.
And I'm expected because your lyrics say this is somebody who thinks big. So I expected to do that. So but you spoke about collaborating with Cameroonians, and you mentioned the name Casey. So is that the only Cameroonian you have collaborated with, or have you done other collaboration with Cameroonians?
Well, I didn't do any collaboration with her yet. She's just a great friend. Yes, I have a platform that because of the virus, I host artists, and encourage them and promote their songs. So somebody introduced me to her, and since then we became good friends. Even I was trying to do a campaign for her to get money in a way for her to get operated. I even went live for her, did some writing for her, did lots. So I've also, but the plan is that I come to Cameroon because I really want to be live with the people that I collaborate with. You know, I don't want to have that distance. So I've worked also with another Cameroonian guy. Forgot he's also a radio. He does hip hop. Linux, MC Linux.
MC Linux, okay.
Yeah, he worked in the studio. So he has invited me to come to the studio. I said after Corona, I will make that trip.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you have mentioned these two names, but we have a lot of poppy names in Cameroon. So which other Cameroonian artists do you know about?
Well, except I know a lot about the Cameroonian, but the guy that I follow more is the guy who played the bass. Oh my God.
Manu Dibango.
No.
Or Richard Bona.
Richard Bona. Yeah, that's the name. That's the name.
That's Richard Bona.
I adore that guy, really.
Yeah. He's of late now, but yeah. So that's one of like a very renowned name in Cameroon, and we're very proud of him. He really took the Cameroonian name and the Cameroonian music to the international stage, which we love that. Yeah. Right. So you probably have some upcoming projects, right?
Yes, I do. Well, like I said, I'll be in concerts in June, and then also I'm trying to release my third album. Hopefully by next year, by April, I might try to release that. So those are the projects I'm working on presently.
Okay.
And also,
concert and album. So before we gradually round up with the interview, I want to ask you this. Carl Denero was recently appointed the ambassador of entertainment and I think it's investment in Sierra Leone. And we feel it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, but what do you think?
I congratulated him, so I think it's a great move. It's the best way for entertainment in the country to move forward. We just pray for him that he will be surrounded with good people, and he will use this great opportunity he has been given wisely. Because people who are given a duty, sometimes they want to do the good, but the people around them might try to, confuse them. So that's I know Cardinary is a guy that thinks big, very big, So it's a great thing, really. We are all celebrating him, and when we thank God and we pray for that he succeed in this mission. Because it will benefit people like us, and that he will bring us home, because they have to encourage us in the diaspora. They have to ask us, Mos-B, come home. That will feel special, Then I know I have a place, and I'm not the only diaspora artist from Sierra Leone. There are many of us spread far and wide. They have to reach to us, and let us feel that we belong. Because we may have also a lot of contributions that we can help. That we can help. We have made one or two connections here and there that might contribute because there's, in our country, I don't know if it's the same way you say it. They say one finger, not go able to take stone. But 5 fingers go able to grab a stone. So everything helps, but it's a great move that the country did, and we applaud them for that.
Okay. Awesome. That's really cool. So I want you to give me a list of your top 5 Sierra Leonean artists.
Okay. All right. Some people won't call, but I think I will. Okay. Well, I always have great stars in Sierra Leone that I've admired. I'll call a name here that you might not know: Steady Bongo.
Okay.
Steady Bongo is the Sierra Leonean musician that plays live. And these are the people that also have inspired me, and he also is kind of a godfather for Australian music. Steady Bongo, you have the Cabas brothers. You know, they are not living anymore. And then I had my Denero, Stasi,
Okay.
and the last but not the least. I think I would say who? Jimmy B.
Okay.
That's what I said. The last but not the
list. Yeah, right. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good list. That's a good list. You're blending both generations, the new school and the old school. It's a good blend. It's a good blend.
Right.
Yeah. So you say you have a concert coming up, and you also have an album coming up. What should fans be expecting from your upcoming album?
Well, they should be expecting great music, greatly produced, you know, and then also they should be expecting kind of a mixture, you know. I want to blind more of like the African sounds, so I want my people home to feel belong to what I'm doing. I've been doing it lately, but I want to adapt that more. But I will blend it with the pop and then the African sounds.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. I'm probably still going to have a lot of motivational lyrics, right?
Yeah. I think what happened lately, I commented on the fan page of R. Kelly because he's one of my idols that I admire vocally, you know. So there was a post, then I commented, you know, a lot of people love what I said, like over 11,000 people, you know, and then even the admin himself commented on the post. But because of that, okay, some radio people went to shout about me. So they found two songs that they love, 1,000 Miles, and I have another song titled What the World Need Is Love, which I released in. So the 1,000 Miles was taken by a radio that played the song of R. Kelly. It's kind of a gospel inspirational radio. They are playing it right now. And then there's a famous DJ that does R&B, blah, blah, blah. He loves What the World Needs Is Love. So they all said, you have great content. You have what you say on your songs. We really love, you know, your lyrics. So I think I will continue with the motivational.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, it's good. I think we need more motivational songs, you know. Yeah. So but I want to see, I want to know, what is one of your biggest goals? I know you talked about, since you talk big and you are looking forward to big things, you talked about working with Burna Boy. So yeah, so that's a really big one, and it would really be awesome if you do so. But
and Stone Boy, all the boys.
Oh, Joe Boy.
Boy, Stone Boy.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. What I'm looking forward to is that a question?
Yes. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah. Well. Because as the owner, I've just getting started. I really want to go higher. You know, I want my name to be established internationally, you know, and I want to win some of the finest awards. But beside awards, I want to make hits, songs that would touch the world, songs like Jerusalem that everybody would dance to, you know, that the whole world would go crazy for.
Right.
I think that's my one goal. And I just need to be rediscovered by the right people to make it happen.
Right. Yeah, that's really awesome. And before we go, is there any message you would like to send out to your fans?
Yes. Well, first of all, I want to thank Sakura TV for all guys that you know. You're doing a great job. I've been following you for a very long time. You don't know. You know, every video I'm watching.
Thank
every
you.
Interview. Yes, and to all the fans out there, I want to say I love you all, and to all those who are coming to know me for the first time. Once you get to know me, you will stay with me because my own life is about empowering others, understand? And that's what I want to use in music. I don't want to use music to cause confusion. I want to make music to bring peace. I can talk about love. I can talk about a girl, but I have my own way. So please follow me and stay with me and understand me and accept me for who I am. I love you, and I hope to see you in your country, wherever you're watching from.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so yeah, it was really nice talking to you. But also, if people want to support you and follow you and know more about your journey, when should they check you out? When should they reach out?
Yeah, I'm available on all social media like Facebook. They could just type Mos-B. Forget about the jab, the MOS with the -B. They will find my fan page. And then I'm also on Instagram as Mos-B the singer. But I think if they just put Mos-B official, yes,
they'll
find me there. Yeah. Or the simplest thing is my website, www.mosb.com. So all my social links are also there.
Okay, so yeah, so we'll be putting the link to your website in the description below, so people could go check that out. Yeah. Great. So thank you very much for being with us. It has been awesome talking to you, and keep doing what you do. We need more of you, and we need more music like yours in the world.
Yeah, thank you so much, for you have given me more courage to write more. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for watching that video. Hope it inspired you to want to commit to Chakara TV. You want more content from us? No worries, we got you covered. All you need to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, then sit back, relax, and enjoy daily content from us. It's been Eta on Chakara TV. We are craziness with a strategy.